Hello everybody, my name is Stratnos, and welcome to my weekly vault here on the 19th of December. Next week's weekly vault, I'm not 100% sure what it's going to look like, by the way, because, Christmas time, spending some time with the family around then, so maybe on Tuesday, maybe delayed, may have fewer vaults in it than usual, but this week, we've got a lot of vaults, because last week, I killed Farak, so I did that early in the week, had a lot of time in the rest of the week to do some alt stuff. But up first is my DK, which is my main, the character I killed Farak on. And last week we extended the lockout as well. So I don't have Mythic slots in my Great Vault as a result. I only killed one Mythic boss last week. That's not enough for Mythic slots in the Vault. I did do some Heroic bosses, because we got our Helm enchants and stuff. And I did do some Mythic Plus to get Aspect Crests. So I think we've got 2 Mythic Plus rows and 2 Heroic rows. Yeah, we do. And I don't think any of this is going to be good, because we've got, Crit Mastery, Hero Track Helmet, Hero Track Tier Helmet. That's not going to be better than Myth Track. There's a necklace here. It's Mastery Heavy, Mastery Haste. Interesting necklace, but again, Heroic, and I already have a Lariat there. Then we have, here's something. There's a Myth Track chest piece, and then there's also Myth Track gloves. Either of these would represent upgrades for me, because I only have Hero Track in these slots. Obviously, it's the same eye level right now, but either of these would let me then upgrade in those slots. I'm going to go with the chest piece, because, first of all, I might just play this chest piece and catalyze a helmet instead. That's a possibility. But second of all, whichever thing I do with the chest piece, it's got more stats on it than gloves, right? Chest piece is one of those higher budget slots, so I'm going to get more bang for my buck out of upgrading that one. So I think I'll probably catalyze it. It's Crit Mastery or Mastery Haste. I don't know. I mean, like, this character's done with the tier now, so I can just kind of play for damage, and for damage, Crit and Mastery are fine. For defense, I like Haste and Versatility, but that is all good. This character, it's nice that it got something out of this vault. There was not very much out of the M+ rows. I mean, it basically had to be, chest piece, gloves, or, I could have gotten, a long-term upgrade in rings or bracers, but those would have been short-term downgrades, because I currently have sockets in those slots. I could have gotten a Mythic Razan's Gleaming Eye. That would have been the best outcome, I think, long-term. Would love to get one of those on the Myth Track. But yeah, other than that, there wasn't too much that could come out of that vault, except for tertiaries and sockets and stuff. So pretty happy to find an upgrade there. The character's already 485, so that's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, up next is my Demon Hunter. This character was my split character, my alt for raid, so it actually has 4-piece and stuff. But I don't think I did any raid on it last week, because we weren't doing any splits anymore. We did a heroic run for Helm enchants and stuff, but we didn't do anything more than that. So I'm pretty sure I'm just looking at 1 Mythic Plus slot in the vault here, which could be big. A lot of good stuff that could be coming out of this here. I'm in Havoc loot spec instead of Vengeance, because I already have the only thing that's Vengeance loot spec that I'd want. And we're going to find, all right. We're going to upgrade LFR track, Veteran track tier into Myth Track tier. That's a lot of steps of upgrade there, so pretty happy about that. That's a nice little eye level bump. Cool. All right, we're 2 for 2 on good vaults, which, even this early in the tier, that's by no means a guarantee, especially if you're only opening 1 slot in your vault, which I have been known to do from time to time, and which most of the rest of this video is going to be. But first, we've got my Paladin. Now, my Paladin, I actually did a full Heroic clear on. Didn't get the Legendary Weapon, of course, because I've never been lucky in this game. But I did do a full Heroic clear, and I also did 1 key on it. So, hoping that we'll take something out of the key row. Hoping it's a shield. A 483, a Taldazar shield, and would it be too much to ask for some avoidance or leech or speed on it? I don't think that would be too much to ask for, so that would be the best case scenario out of the M+ rows. Failing that, the Fyrak trinket, even on Heroic, I'd be pretty happy, pretty thrilled to see that. And I think that would be on the Myth Track still, so that could be cool. Failing all of that, any tier slot, any high eye level piece, whatever. Okay. Well, we've got a ring. It's Mastery Haste. Those are good stats for Prop Paladin, so, and it's on the Myth Track. That's cool. There's a cloak. A good upgrade by Spore Cloak that I still have on this character. There's a trinket, but not a good one. And there are Hero Track boots. I think I'm just going to go with the Myth Track item here. This is, the possible that this would be there'd be bigger, smaller term upgrades over there, but I don't know, just get on the Myth Track as soon as you can. with characters like this is my philosophy, because if I do actually, there's a chance I'll play this character as my like M+ character this season. I think Prot Paladin and Vengeance both look really good, so I'm not sure which one yet. I'm kind of, trying to do a vault on each of them at least each week. And yeah, that item, throw a socket in that, and that thing is really good. That thing will last forever, so pretty good. All right, now we enter a set of characters that have done very little since Aberrus finished. This is my monk, which has done, in fact, literally nothing except for craft some leather items for my guild since Aberrus is finished, and 1 keystone. That's right, I did a Brewmaster key, actually, undergeared Brewmaster key. It was kind of fun on this guy last week. I picked up the Raven Filigree Pendant. By the way, Blackrock Hold's a great dungeon for Brewmaster. There's some good stuff you can do in there. You can guaranteed dodge all of the charges on Smash Fight and just remove that mechanic from the fight. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Loot spec currently Windwalker. Do I want to make that Brewmaster? I think I do. I think I would like the chance of getting the Cheat Death Trinket, even though I'm not sure Brewmaster necessarily needs that one. I just think it's good for everybody. But we're going to instead find the Titanic Shoulder Sparks, which is fine. That's, that's a tier slot. Catalyzable tier. Can't complain. Obviously, I don't have any tier yet, but the first one is good, and I could maybe... Let's see, I don't have the chest piece yet. I think I have old tier chest piece that I could put on. Yeah, I do. So I can drop 6 eye levels on the chest, and then go up, 33 on the shoulders. That's a worthwhile exchange, even though this is a haste heavy item, I think, which is not a good stat for the Brewmaster. This thing is just, that's got to be better, right? So let's do that now, so we don't forget, and open our vault next week and be like, I swear I already had shoulders, and then we look at our bags, and the 483 shoulders are there, and the 450 shoulders are on the character. I already need to make sure that I don't do that on my DH and my Paladin. I think it's my DH. My DH, I need to make sure that I actually go, and my DK. Those characters, I gotta go and actually make sure that I equip their good stuff before I play on them. Okay, here's my warrior. My warrior actually did 1 run as well. Got this Prophetic Stone Scales. Pretty cool. This last week. I think I did something the week before on it as well, though, because I have Myth Track Shoulders. Loot Spec Prot. Big Shield. Never a big shield. A Mastery Crit Necklace. All right. Not the stats I'm most thrilled about, but, beggars can't be choosers, right? You're taking anything that's a eye level upgrade out of this vault here, and, that's necklaces and rings that's the least true for, because if you have bad stats, that is those slots don't have primary stat on them, so it's a little bit less valuable to just get eye level upgrades if you're getting worse stats on them. But Master's not that bad for Prot Warrior or anything. I'm totally happy with that, especially for keys. So I'll put that thing on later, or I'll forget about it, and then open my vault next week, and then we'll have an embarrassing moment, especially because I already talked about trying to avoid doing that. All right, up here is my Druid. My Druid did a key as well. I think I did a key as Bear, which... The undergeared tank keys are actually pretty fun this season. It is a pretty good time, a little sketchy, but it can be a lot of fun. And yeah, I didn't get an upgrade. Somehow this character has a normal fire arc weapon. I don't know where this came from. I don't think I killed... maybe I did a normal fire... Yeah, I did. I did a normal fire arc on this guy, and this thing just dropped. But I did it before I got the Slay Fire arc quest anyway, so yeah... That was weird. That was a long time ago. We'll open this and we'll take... Ooh, all right. Not only is this tier chest piece, but it's pre-catalyzed for me as well. I don't have to chuck this thing in the catalyzing machine, which is good. I'm pretty sure I have another tier slot. I do. I have shoulders, which I did the thing where I didn't put this on because it broke my tier and I was too lazy to move off my embellishment off of a tier slot. So in this case, it is actually not unintentional, but let's just go visit the catalyzer real quick and make sure that we don't forget this, because this will be nice. It'll be two piece, which, yeah, I think the old 4-piece was definitely nice, but I can't drop this many eye levels, right? This has got to be worthwhile, especially in chest and shoulders, to make this change. And then now we've got the Dream Thorns, Blazing Thorns thing, which, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious if there is, like, if next season we'll have access to all 4 or all 3 tier sets. I wonder if you ever just play the old ones, because they nerfed a lot of the old ones that were really good, but even still, I kind of prefer the old tier set, I think, for Bear, but I don't know, I haven't played with this one yet, so... Well, I did a little bit on PTR, but I haven't played with it yet on live, so... Cool. There's this character, little two-piece, little mythic two-piece. Aspect crests are going to be a big bottleneck on all of these characters, though. Like, I think these things are going to stay 483 for a while, because I think the aspect crests are probably going to be used for crafted upgrades first. Like, I think the first 120 aspect crests, which is 10 timed keys, I think are all going to go towards enchanted aspect crests, rather than, you know, upgrading 483s to 489s on these characters, because that will basically be upgrading like 447s to 486s, which is a lot of value even for 60 aspect crests. So it's weird. That wasn't true on your main, right? Because on your main, you've got 470s in those slots, but on your alt, you still have 447s. So yeah, that's at least my experience this patch. I'm sure it'll be different for people who played their mains and alts differently than I have, of course. All right, so here's my Warlock. I did a Affliction key. I almost beat the tank on this character last week. And, ooh, now I've got some speed pants. All right, don't mind if I do. Speed is one of my favorite stats, especially on very tanky specs like Warlock. You know, speed is just, wow, that's really good. That is a big eye level bump. It does mean that I'd be dropping 4-piece to put it on, but... Yeah, so I guess I'll maybe go... I wonder if I can still go catalyze this old tier. If I can catalyze this shoulder piece into old tier... You know what? Let's go check that, because I think they said you could, but I haven't actually tried to do that yet. But yeah, let's put... You can see I've still got all my old Legion gear sets on this character. Cephas and the helmet and the slow ring, the helmet and the soul ring. Cephas and the soul ring... Or the slow ring, maybe. I don't know. There are 3 different rings that were in these different gear sets. And the ring and the helmet, which, again, which ring? There's a lot of rings we've been talking about here. But, yep, these were my old gear sets, which are missing all of their items from back in Legion. And, all right, let's see if we can do this. Yeah, okay, we can. So, that'll be nice. We'll get the tier from last season for free, right? Just a free little swap over. And now we've still got 4-piece. The stats have gotten a little bit worse on this item, but... The eye level bump on the pants has got to be worth it. So, cool. Another satisfied customer here. I guess it's going to be faster for me to Hearth, and then... Yeah, Hearth is 10 seconds. Logout's 20 seconds. So if my loading screen is faster than 10 seconds, then it's going to be faster for me to Hearth and log out than to log out. And also, I'm going to save myself time when I log in the future. This is definitely taking more than 10 seconds. Okay, no, it took a little less than 10 seconds. Yeah, Hearthing's got to be the play if I ever go to the Catalyst. All right, here's my Mage, which I think also participated in a Keystone where I didn't beat the tank. Maybe I beat the tank. If I did, it wasn't by much. In my defense, I forgot I had Sun King's Blessing until halfway through the key, because my UI, I wasn't doing a great job of showing it, and I didn't really know what the icon was. So, yeah, I almost beat the tank. Oh, well, okay, this one was actually a little bit less close, but this character's gear is worse as well, so... It's not really a fair comparison. Blue spec doesn't matter on this as well. But yeah, let's see what we got here. I think I deserve the stick from... Nope, okay, never lucky. I had thought I deserved the weapon, but instead I'm going to get an offhand here, which is kind of annoying because now I can't get that weapon without it being a little bit annoying, right? From the one from lower. Is it lower? I think it's lower, right? The time strike, or not the time strike one, but the execute one. But that's okay. I mean, I can't be too mad about a 483. Obviously, like, this could have been a staff of any kind, and that would have been a lot better, but still, you can't be complaining about a Great Vault when you're only putting one slot in it, right? You're rolling the dice, you take what you can get. All right, I didn't do a key on my Shaman or my Hunter last week. I kind of ran out of time, but we'll see if those happen this week. They buffed Ellie Shaman. So my Earthquakes will be doing substantially more damage this week, so, you know, that could be a vibe. They also buffed Shadow Priest, which I played last week, and I would have done a lot of damage. I did beat the tank, and I would have beat the tank by more if the buff had been in as well, because if you look at my damage, right, like, Psychic Link did 8.4% of my damage. That would have done an extra, you know, what, 8 mil if the buffs had been in, so, you know, not necessarily a bad class. We'll open in Shadow Spec, and we'll find, all right, it's going to be 483 shoulders, so, again, like, these are high eye level, high stat budget slots. Really can't complain about this. Anything would have been good, right, on this character. There really was no bad outcome. A weapon would have been a little bit sad because I found a weapon at the end of this last dungeon I did, but even that would have still been good because weapons are just high budget slots, so you're always happy to see upgrades there, even if it's a smaller eye level bump, right? You'd rather get 10 eye levels on your weapon than 40 item levels on your bracers, for instance. All right, here's the rogue. I did a key as outlaw. Didn't really know what the heck was going on, but it was a lot of fun. The new outlaw spec seems really fun. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more keys on outlaw. I think maybe this season I'll try and actually do some, some legitimate outlawing in keys. A lot of that's going to depend on if I can get some lucky vaults early on, because if I can get some good stuff out of these early vaults, some good weapons and trinkets, that will give me the morale boost that I need. I already got a cloak out of the run here, so anything but a cloak. All right, tier helmet. It is haste in this helmet, which is, I believe, still a stat you're not super thrilled about as outlaw. Yeah, haste mastery. My guess is this is probably supposed to be the one that isn't tier for outlaw, but, again, we take what we can get, and I can catalyze this chest piece and then put on that helmet and get some eye level upgrades across my character, but this video is already running a little bit longer than the last few ones have, so... and I've already taken a few flights to the old catalyzed machine, so... Plus, I gotta go make a video about this this new roadmap they've just put out, the War Within and stuff, all these release dates for 2024, or not release dates, but, rough time slots, so... Gotta get this vault video up fast, so I can go and do that. I slept in a little bit today as well, so... already, time is money here. Okay, we'll open in Dev, because I don't really want any healer stuff, so that sounds good. And yeah, I did an AUG key on this thing last week. And alright, bracers, that's close to the worst thing imaginable here, actually. Because I do want to play Dracothist, I think, in the bracers. Do I legitimately take 2 tokens of merit, though, over these bracers? Yeah, I think I will. I think I'm committed to Adaptive Dracothist brace arm guards. I think that's like... Is that what all the AUGs are running? Let's see, we can take a quick look at this. There's a few different ways you can do this today. I've highlighted a lot of different ways that you can look at this over the years. The UGG, Subcreation, Raider.io, Warcraft logs. Today, let's just do it with Raider.io. Let's just see what the top AUGs are running here, because I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. So Mythic Plus, leaderboard. We'll assume these people are all playing AUG, and let's just pop open. Oops, the top 5, and see what their bracer situation is. Adaptive. This was like not adaptive. Okay, yeah, B-Res bracers. And then B-Res bracers. And then these are, okay, this person just has Mastery Haste bracers. So, alright, it seems like there's a little bit of optionality, but I will note that 4 out of the top 5 were using crafted of some sort in their bracers. I'm gonna just slam it. I'm gonna take the aspect tokens, YOLO. I'm not taking bracers. That's just gonna be annoying. I will be annoyed on this character if I do that. This character is not important enough for me to, figure out how to play around that. Ooh, I already have some gloves as well. Some 470 gloves. I should make sure Again, I have a lot of characters that have, one 470 or 483 tier piece kind of sitting in their bags that I should look at doing that old Catalyst swap so that I can still be wearing 4-piece and get the eye level upgrade. That's something I should do across all my characters, probably. Anyways, that's it for this week's Vault videos. Pretty good. I think pretty good outcome. A few characters that got a little bit unlucky. No characters that got staggeringly lucky, right? Nothing insane out of any of these vaults. The keystone situation as well. Ooh, what are the affixes this week? Where's my keystone? There it is. Okay, Tyrannical, Incorporeal, Spiteful. Interesting. That's going to be a little bit annoying, but probably not too bad. And yeah, how are my keys here? Yeah, it looks like a pretty good spread. I kind of like all the keys this season, actually, so not really any King's Rests I'm hoping to avoid here in the Mythic Keystone row. So yeah, good outcome. This week, I think I'm going to try and run some Mythic bosses, but I'm not sure we will do any Mythic bosses this or next week, so mostly going to be M+ vaults for the next 2 weeks, as of course the bosses just died and it's the holiday season and stuff, so I'm not sure we'll be able to put together a Mythic run or anything. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope your vaults were as good or better than mine. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.